Answered all my questions, so it's a wrap. This podcast is done. I'm joking.
Can't stop talking about Kyrgyzstan because the snow, we also got featured on Khalij Times, which was really amazing.
Like, how did you make that audience? How did you engage with this community?
That ladies do, want to get out of their houses. They want to connect with new people.
How did you conceptualize Arshiya's creative closet?
People are really attracted towards Pakistani designer wear collections.
Able to manage your time with all of this?
Well, kind
Until
of.
you get married.
Oh, God.
So if Indians in India want something from Pakistan, it goes via you.
What if we do a women's solo trip? It's something very, unique.
Because right now you said you're a one-woman army. You're handling everything. Then how would you scale up?
Well, my name is Arshiya Khan. I'm originally from Bombay and I've been in UAE all my life. I started my own business when I was 16 years old, and that's named as Arshiya's Creative Closet. Well, it started as a jewelry and ethnic, wear brand, and this was when I was 16, and that's how I started my journey. And slowly and steadily, I kind of built up my community. So, other than that, I also have this women's solo trip initiative, which was, started in 2024. This was just a random thought that came up to my mind where I realized that, women need, the kind of break that, we take onto a solo trip and stuff. Also, like going with an unknown group and, meeting random people. So that was the whole idea. We organized our first women's solo trip in 2024, which was to Azerbaijan with 21 plus ladies. And that turned out to be super successful. After that, we continued having our solo trips, and we recently returned back from Kyrgyzstan in December, which was a group of 36 ladies. So basically, that is the whole idea. We've built up a community for women, and we've planned to have in women from all sorts of communities from all around the world. The best part of our women's solo trip, initiative is that people are welcome from all across the world, like women from all across the world and all across the communities. So we've had like people joining up from Qatar, from Saudi Arabia, from India previously in our Kyrgyzstan trip. So that's been amazing. And now we're hosting another one, which is going to be to Maldives. That's going to be a women's solo trip to Maldives in February. So that's the whole plan.
Fantastic.
I'm so sorry.
I
think I'm a little nervous. So
relax.
sorry.
You're doing fantastic. Though you've answered all my questions, so it's a wrap. This podcast is done. I'm joking. I'm a Dubai kid as well. So let's start from there. You grew up over here.
Yeah, I kind of grew up over here because I was always, I used to go back to India for my studies. So I was always here and there, but I could always say that I've been here all my life. So I've had my family completely over here, but then, I used to go back, to my home country to study and stuff like that. And then I used to be back here on vacations and stuff. So that is how it's been for me all this while.
And where did the concept, how did you conceptualize Arshiya's creative closet?
So as I told you, I was just 16 when I had this, idea on mind. One fine day, I just, I was always, a person who wanted to do business. And just like every other girl, I also was really fond of jewelry and ethnic wear collections and all of those. So one fine day, I, kind of took some pictures of the local market jewelry and I posted on Facebook. And the next morning, I saw like hundreds of comments below that. I started this when, there were not much people, not much women who had, like small businesses. Like it's been 7 years. And that was the time when there was not much of online shopping and everything as well. So that is when I had started. And then, that's where it began from my brand to, the women's solo, initiative as well. It's a brand plus a women's community. So it's, a two-in-one thing.
So you started pre-COVID, and did the COVID time help because everybody was locked in at home, so they went a lot more online?
Well, I was locked in myself. I was stuck in India, and I couldn't kind of work as well. It was a really tough time for me. But then I came back stronger. Everything was, it was difficult during COVID, definitely. But I think after COVID, the online, businesses, they've, made up really, really better. So that's when it actually gave me a lot of positivities, and it was really good for me after COVID as well.
Okay, so what is the inspiration behind? You said it's ethnic wear. Is that your personal reflection? Is that your personal style?
Well, it's not my personal style, I'll be really honest, but it's something that I really, really like. I mean, I do, love a lot of these Pakistani designers and Indian designers, and that is how, all of these designers were an inspiration. And other than that, I was mainly into, jewelry. So I started off as a jewelry brand, and then slowly and steadily I started clothing, and then it turned out to be a one-stop shop for women. And then, yeah, like slowly and steadily, we built up a community, and there it goes basically.
I see you mentioning the name, the word community a lot. Like, how did you make that audience? How did you engage with this community?
Well, with my business, I had a lot of, clients, and with every client, I always had a really personal relationship. So it was like really, really, really nice and really close with each person. When you have your own business, it's like really difficult to kind of communicate and give all your time to one person. But we always maintained that. And it's always been like a one woman army. I've been handling everything from my design to photography to, sending parcels and everything. So, the connection that I had with my customers, that turned out to be superb. And then one fine day, we had a meetup, organized where I was, kind of coming up and meeting up all my customers. And that's when I realized that ladies do, want to get out of their houses and they want to meet new people. They want to connect with new people. And that's the first time I realized that, community like this, where, you meet random people, you make friends and you get to know each other. That is something really important. And it's kind of rare in UAE because everybody's a little skeptical. So that's when we started our first ever meetup, which was, I think, in 2022. And then from there onwards, we kept having meetups and board game parties. And then finally, the women's solo trip, which was definitely one of the biggest things ever because it's a really huge responsibility, I believe. But I'm really grateful. Alhamdulillah, we've been able to, make everything really perfect for the ladies out there. And we've had some amazing feedbacks from all the ladies who've joined up.
So, how does this work in terms of the travel? Do you, I mean, obviously, this is monetized. How do you come up with these packages? Do you tie up? Do you make money on these yourself? Like, is this part of your business model?
Well, not exactly. This was, originally from my side that I really wanted to have something for the women out there. I've not monetized anything as of now. And I really, this was just a random thought that came up to my mind that, what if we do a women's solo trip? It's something very, unique. In UAE, I would say not everybody is doing that. And especially because, most of the ladies in our community, I would not want to target any special community, but Muslim community women and Indians and Pakistanis, basically. I mean, are a little skeptical when it comes to women's solo trips and everything. People are a little scared to go on to, a solo trip with unknown people. So I wanted to see if, people would be comfortable with this and, what is the response? And when I had it on my page, like I asked people, what do you guys think? The response was like really overwhelming. And that's when I decided that let's, have it started. We collaborate with agencies, professional agencies, because we want to make sure everything is like, properly planned and, professionally planned. And there's no, I mean, we do not want to take any kind of risks because when it comes to women's solo trip, safety is our, topmost priority. So we do collaborate with, professional agencies and then we get, tailor-made packages for ladies. And other than that, I mean, usually people think that women's solo trip, it's going to be a little pricey. And, when it's just women and everything like that. But we make sure that the packages that we provide are super affordable. So just to let you know, as an example, we had a first ever trip, which was to Azerbaijan. I expected like, around 7 to 10 ladies because I didn't know that, a lot of ladies would actually join us. So we had our first trip to Azerbaijan for 1,999 AED, which was literally super affordable for everyone who joined. We had everything inclusive, like the flights, the visa, the hotel, the tours and activities and everything. So that turned out really amazing. And then so on, we always try to make sure that we get, the best packages for all the ladies out there, along with all the, exciting itineraries that we have.
So, you say in 2,000 dirhams, all inclusive to Azerbaijan, that was how many nights?
That was actually 3 nights and 4 days.
Okay, and this included flights, stay, and food.
Yes, everything.
Fantastic.
So that was actually a really amazing trip and people really connected really well. Now, one of the most important things, that I feel is really, really close to my heart. these women's solo trip are not just any random solo trips. When you take that step and you step up from your house, and you take the courage of meeting random people, it's a really big thing within yourself as well, I believe. And I really, really am so proud of all the ladies who've been on board with us, because it takes courage, definitely. For me as well, like I've been really active online and everything, but meeting all of the people right in front of you, all unknown people, it's a big task as well. But it's been so amazing because people have been really kind. And yeah, like once we meet each other, the first meetup is like a little awkward, but then the next moment onwards, it's like you come as strangers and you go home with, like, making a family. And we've had a really amazing experience. Like each person who've joined us, like we've taken more than 50 plus ladies, and every woman who's joined us has been really happy. There's like 10 on 10 and 5 out of 5 stars for all the experiences they've had. No issues at all, no fights. And I love the fact, because every single person is a different person. So I love the fact that everyone comes down to a same level when it comes to being together. It's like we all are really comfortable, really happy with each other, and it's just so much fun. It feels like you're just traveling with your cousins or your family or your friends, and it feels really amazing because you get to know so much about each other as well. So that has been really amazing, and it's been so positive until now. That is why we're just planning up things back to back.
How many have you done so far?
Done two. The first one, as I told you, it's Azerbaijan, and the second one was Kyrgyzstan. That turned out really amazing because we were double the people. We were 36 ladies, and we also got featured on Khalij Times, which was really amazing, and we got a lot of amazing responses. One of our reel went viral, where I had promoted Kyrgyzstan, and it touched out, more than 500,000 views. So that was a really big thing. As a small business, it was like everything was organic, so it was like a really big deal for me. And we actually had to close the slots to 36. We had people inquiring until the day we traveled to Kyrgyzstan, and they were like, we want to join and stuff like that. So
But you couldn't take more people.
yeah, I couldn't take more people because I wanted to be, really safe with everything. And I didn't want to like overtake people and, like just mess it up. So we actually had people we had a slot of 20 ladies, but then we had to exceed it anyway. So we jumped to, from 20, we jumped to 36 ladies anyway. So that was like a really big success.
So do you tie up with agencies like Holiday Factory, those kind of agencies that manage everything?
Not really. Holiday Factory, not really, because they have a really different way of working. We do have other agencies that we've collaborated with. Like in the first trip that we had, it was Ariana Travels that we collaborated with, and so on. We've been collaborating with different agencies to make sure everything is smooth.
So it's not exclusive to one.
No, because we were trying to make sure that we get the best package with the best deal, with the best itinerary. And well, I put in my efforts as well in creating the itinerary when we're kind of preparing it with the company. I would put in my suggestions and what would the ladies like more. So all of that is done as a teamwork, and then we take it further.
So do you also pick places based on where visa hassles are not there?
You can say that, but I think more than that, we try to pick places which are like in the trend. Now in June, between June to July, we traveled to Azerbaijan. That was actually one of the most trendiest countries at that point, and that is why we picked up Azerbaijan. And I'm really grateful that we didn't have any issues for visa, because keeping in mind, we need to make sure that every nationality that we have on board has this ease of visa. That is one of the most important things as well. And for Kyrgyzstan, because it's a beautiful country, it was snowing over there. It was an experience to remember, and every single person who joined up there has been really, really happy. So that is the reason why we planned Kyrgyzstan, because of December and then, snowing everywhere. So that was the whole concept. And now the next one is Maldives.
Maldives. And
So
when is that?
that's happening in the month of Feb, towards the end. And since Feb is the month of love, well, you say that. And Maldives is a location where you usually travel with your partner, but we're here to change the concept. We want to travel with our besties, with the ladies who we are, kind of bring in the best, out of ourselves, and so that is the whole concept, that we change the couple thing to just girls trip to Maldives, ladies trip to Maldives. So that's the whole idea.
What is your plan? How many do you plan to do in a year? How many trips?
Well, when I started this, I had, this plan of having only one trip a year. And then I started to, think about having two trips. But then everything changed when my reel went viral, actually. That's what I'm trying to say. Like once that's, a certain reel that went viral.
This is for Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
How many
that
views did it
like
get?
more than 500,000. So it was like around 800,000 views. That was really amazing. And we had people messaging us, commenting on our reel from all across the world. And we've had ladies joining us from India. It's a very big step. You don't know me personally. You take up all the,
The criteria is not that they have to shop with you to be part of the community.
nothing like that. Nothing like that. Absolutely. It's very, very transparent. One of the biggest reasons why people really, really have a good bond with me is because everything is transparent. There's no drama. There's no, miscommunication involved. And I handle everyone, like all of my, be it my solo trip members, be it my customers, everything is done with love and patience. So that is what I believe in, that everything can be handled, with love and patience. And that is how I think we have the connection. So yeah.
And how are you able to manage them? Do you have kids?
No, I'm not married.
Oh, you're not married?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm not married.
That's why you're able to take out all that
Yeah,
time.
and apart from that, I do it all by myself. I literally have no one working with me. Like there's no teammate, nothing. I'm like, since I started my business, like I told you, from photography to sending out parcels to, creating content to being in front of the camera to being, at the back of the camera, every single thing has been done by me. And not to forget, all of this is only possible because of, firstly, I would, thank Allah for that. Secondly, my family has been really supportive. So the women in my family, my grandmother, my mom, my aunt, these three women are the ones I look up to. They've been really amazing. And yeah, like, I get it from there basically. So that is how, it is.
What are the things that you liked about the places you visited so far, Kyrgyzstan and Azerbaijan? I'm assuming, did you go to Baku?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So the things, like things that you
Yeah.
highlighted, the things you guys said, the things you really enjoyed about these places.
So when we went to Baku, we had this, there was a old Baku city where we went to, and it was really beautiful. Like, the feel of the country and everything. It was a little hot during that time, but then we had a very beautiful itinerary as well. Like it was really interesting actually. So we had Baku for one day, and then we went to another city which was called Shahdag, and that was like a cold place. So it was like, snowy and stuff like that. So we had like two different experiences. Yeah, we went in the month of like at the end of June. So 30th of June is when we had traveled, and then we came back by 4th of July. So we kind of experienced both of the things. So that was really nice. And yeah, it was beautiful there. And Kyrgyzstan, I can't stop talking about Kyrgyzstan because, yeah, because firstly, the snow, I mean, it's literally living in Dubai. It's something that you would want to experience. So it was snowing back there. And the moment we landed, it was snowing, and every single person who was, within the group, they were so happy, and they were like really excited because, we've never experienced snow before. So that was an experience to remember. And then since we were 36 ladies, so you can imagine the kind of fun. I mean, we had all sorts of age group. I mean, no community barriers. We had people from all, communities. And also we had a lot of interesting games like snow fights and all of those things as well. And we did one of the most interesting things in Kyrgyzstan, which is walking on the sky bridge. So it's like a bridge connected between two mountains. And it's like really, when you look down, you're like, you cannot walk if you're looking down. So that was a really amazing experience as well. The local bazaars, that was really nice. And then some of us also went for skiing over there. So that was a really different experience because that is actually the ideal location for skiing and all of those snowing, snow activities, winter activities, basically. So that is how it turned out.
What is the age group that are part of this community?
I have people from all sorts of age groups, to be very honest. The youngest woman that we had with us was, she was, I think, 19. So we had people from 19, between their 20s, 30s, 40s, and even 50s. And yeah, one of the coolest part, I would say, people felt like they felt like a really good connection with me even more because I had my mom joined with me, on both of the previous trips. So it was a really, they felt a little connection with that as well. And once they met my mother, like, they were really happy with that as well. And, a sense of security, because, everybody thinks of, a young girl organizing everything. Will she be able to do it and everything? And, taking the responsibility of 36 women. So when I told people that I'm traveling with my mom, not just because, I'm not allowed to travel, I'm absolutely free to travel. But, I wanted my mom to experience, the whole thing as well, and to see how amazing people are. And, it was a really different experience for her as well, because she's never done that ever before as well. So yeah, that's been really great.
Great. From holiday trends, let's move to fashion trends. I didn't anticipate this podcast. You're going to be so excited talking about your holidays. But tell us, how do you pick your trends on what to source, what to sell?
So basically, as of now, I've been, an online shop where you can consider for, Pakistani brands. So we specialize in, different kind of brands.
Why only Pakistani brands?
Because, people love Pakistani dresses, to be really honest, whether it's an Indian person, whether it's a Pakistani person, any community person. When it comes to ethnic wear, people are really attracted towards Pakistani designer wear collections and the styles that they have. So I've been seeing this since quite some time, that, people do like this thing a lot. So that's why I kind of, work out with brands that have, like, a similar styles and stuff. So yeah.
So the brands that you source, how do you ensure these are ethically sourced? Or, how are they, what kind of materials have been used?
So we work with, good brands only, like the high-end brands. And usually when we have like a deal with them, so it's like we have a sense of trust as well, because they've been in the market as well since so long, and they've built that for themselves as well. So we pick those brands, we pick our own designs. The best part about, the online shop is that people really love the designs that we have. It's not the regular stuff that's available at every single, like if you go to Meena Bazaar and all of those, people do think that, we can just randomly go to a shop, pick up something. But then the thing is that, when you shop online, you have the ease of getting the delivery at your doorstep. Plus, you just, place few orders on the website. And other thing that I would like to mention over here is that I've been doing since so many years is the live video thing that I do on Facebook. So I make these live videos where I, kind of show my products, my, the collection that I have to all the audiences out there, and they get to choose them online, like instantly. So that is a really big difference when you kind of seeing the video on the spot, you're seeing it live. And then I show them each and every detail of the outfit, and then that's how they place their orders.
So what, they put it on the comment? How do they?
Yeah. So we have this, policy. If you want to confirm your orders, you got to WhatsApp us with your details, like your address and all of those. So that is the only thing that's needed. And the kind of trust and, relationship we've built with the, people out there, it's been great that we don't face a lot of cancellations, because usually people can just come up and, place an order and then cancel it later.
But they have to pay upfront, right?
No, we offer cash on delivery.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, that's one of the best things about the online store, is that you can just pay cash on delivery. If you want to pay, upfront, you can do that as well. But we do have this service of cash on delivery for all the orders out there in UAE.
There is no risk, or how much risk do you take in that? Of cancellations, or they don't open the door, they say, you know what, we changed our mind?
We've had these kind of situations earlier when I had started my business, because I was kind of understanding. There were a lot of moments when I realized that I should stop doing cash on delivery orders. But then that's what women really wanted. Most of the women, they prefer having cash on delivery. So, that's their preference.
Today's day and age, where
Yeah.
everything like Amazon, Noon, everyone takes a payment upfront. Like you have to.
I know that. But I think I have, had this thing. And as per my, knowledge, whatever feedback I've received, people have asked me to keep continuing cash on delivery.
That is your demographics.
Yeah,
They prefer to pay.
Yeah.
When they
So that is why we have an option to pay online, definitely. But a lot of ladies, make it
Actually
as
prefer.
cash on delivery.
And they do pay.
Yeah, they do pay. There's nothing, as we go onto the door and knock and there's no one. So if they're not serious about the order, they're going to let us know, and then we're going to cancel the order before the dispatch. Though we have a lot of ups and downs, sometimes you come across different people and there are different situations. I'm not that kind of a person who would judge, like, if a certain person cancels the order. I would like to know the reason behind it. And, I would like to take a feedback, like what is the thing that made you cancel the order? And all of these things, make them, they make them realize that they have to come back to me again. So that's a relationship that I have with the people out there. they kind of feel really connected with that, I ask them the feedback, and, I give the importance to them. And that's how they always want to come back and shop.
This is all for what happens within the country, within Dubai. What about like other cities in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah?
We offer cash on delivery all
Oh,
across
so
the
you do all that.
Emirates. Yes.
And outside the country?
Outside, we have, a prepayment method, because, it goes from one country to another. So we need to have that, payment received upfront. And we do have a lot of our, collections going to India, because people are crazy about Pakistani dresses in India. So we do have that, going on regularly. We also have a lot of shipments going to international countries, Australia, Saudi Arabia. A lot of, people like to order. They also order for their boutiques. So we also have like a lot of tie-ups with boutiques, that want to keep up our collection. So that's how we keep, expanding and, keep growing.
So if Indians in India want something from Pakistan, it goes via you.
Yeah, because see, it cannot directly go from Pakistan to India. Yeah, so all the stock that I order comes to me in Dubai. I do a check. That's really important. Check each and every collection that we order, because sometimes a certain product has a defect. I do not, I'm not that kind of a person who will go up to the brand and be like, what is this and all of that. I just try to handle the situation really gracefully, and whatever things are supposed to be done, we send it back. And even if any customer, if they ever receive any wrong product or any defect in any product, because these things are something that you cannot always take a control on, but you can always make sure that the situation goes great, like it ends well. So we always assist our customers during the whole experience of shopping, and even after the service, basically, like after they've got the delivery, and if they have any concerns or anything, we always have them discuss everything with us.
How do you break it down? Like, what all do you source from Pakistan? Outfits, accessories.
Basically, we consider Pakistan for outfits, and for accessories, we go for India, because all of those, ethnic jewelry mainly comes from India. And, that is the kind of style my audience likes. So those, big statement earrings and, Punjabi jhumkas and all of those, things out there. Women like all of those things, though we don't get, a lot of chances to wear it in UAE, because everybody's far from home. So, but yeah, like, one of the biggest things out here is that we've started meetups. We also do meetups and celebrations. We also had a New Year celebration in December. So that's why we kind of set up a theme, and then people get to wear, all the stuff that they're getting either from us or from anywhere else. So it's like really nice for women who are away from family. They're really occupied with work every day. So they have this kind of a get together once in a month. They get to meet new people. I mean, it's such an amazing exposure as well. So it's an amazing thing. Like, people enjoy, wearing the collection and, meeting new people as well.
And how big is your community?
Well, we are, as per my customers, when I talk about my business, we're more than 40,000. I've had like more than 40,000 plus people. And for the women solo community, I think the number keeps on going. So I cannot give you a number, because
the travel community.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it's actually
They kind
mixed
of-
up.
yeah.
It's the same thing. But yeah, like there are certain women who like, they just want to travel. I mean, apart from that, I mean,
They might
they're-
not necessarily
yeah,
be your
because
shoppers.
we're especially targeting ethnic wear collection. Though I'm planning to extend my collection into modest wear. I've launched some nice modest wear collections as well previously. In 2023, in 2023, I actually celebrated my 5 years anniversary, which was a really, amazing one. Like, people, we had set up a pink theme, and then we invited all our, customers, and we displayed some of our products. We celebrated, we enjoyed playing games and all of those. And people really enjoyed, experiencing all of those things. Like, you get to meet random people, then you're, getting to be a part of a celebration. And it's like a reward of being a customer. So they do appreciate all of these, gestures that we come up with. And yeah, that's how it has been.
When you say a community of 40,000 women that reach out to you on WhatsApp, is that directly your number? So you could be getting messages and calls at odd hours. It could be about travel, it could be about your outfits.
So I'm actually kind of used to it. It's a challenge, to be very honest, because
You need to draw a line, right?
well, for me, it's like I'm always there. So if I'm available, if I'm awake, even if it's like 2 a.m., I'm going to reply. To be very honest, I mean, usually when you work with a brand, they have like certain time, like, 10 p.m. onwards. I mean, after 10 p.m., you're not supposed to, get a reply or whatever. You'll get it the next day. But with me, it's like, I just try to make sure that I, answer them as quick as possible if I'm able to. And, people do appreciate this thing as well that, you're always available and you're always there. So you're not, like away or, we need to really be behind you or something. And I honestly feel that it's a miracle because handling all of this on just, it's just me, no one else. It's actually really challenging, but at the same time, I think I love challenges. So that is how, it keeps me going through and,
You're able to manage your time with all of this
well, kind
until you get
of.
married.
Oh God. Well, I think kind of. I'm trying to be, as good as possible with my work and with everything as well. So, and on top of it, we have the women's solo trip thing, which is actually when my reel went viral, we had inquiries like day and night. I had like thousands of DMs and thousands of WhatsApp messages, calls, people calling from different countries. Like people just want to know the details, like so many people. And I made sure that I would answer each and every person.
So they want your itinerary or they want to be part of your plans?
Want to be a part of it. And they want to know the pricing because a lot of people have their own budget as well. So I think, yeah, they want to get to know about what the whole concept of women's solo trip is about. So it's been really different because I think there are not much women's solo trip, things happening. But when you see it in a modest way as well, to be very honest, we also keep all of our trips a little modest as well in terms of,
Yeah, 2000
yeah,
is very
yeah.
reasonable.
So
All inclusive.
that's the whole
Maldives
thing.
can't be that much.
Yeah. Though I think Maldives is definitely expensive, but the price that we've given as of now, it's under 4,000, which includes your airfare, your ticket, everything. Like,
Full board.
And full
Breakfast,
board,
lunch,
yes,
and dinner.
everything.
Ah, that's a
So
good price.
that is something people are really excited about, and I've been receiving a lot of comments and, messages about that as well. Even while coming here, I was like talking to someone, okay, I'll get back to you and stuff like that. So they just want to know and then quickly enroll because we keep a certain slot. But then every single time we're just exceeding the slot, but then we don't exceed it to a level that we cannot handle, to be very honest. So
So you get the benefits from like the local tourism authority, the resort, the flights. Where do you get the benefits?
well, if you talk about, like, see, these travel agencies that we collaborate with, they play a big role as well, and they kind of suggest us options and everything. And that's how I kind of even well, when it comes to travel agencies and me coordinating, I think that I work, I wouldn't say that 100%, but like a certain percentage I work like with them and like them itself. Like
Yeah.
if I want to check
Like a
up,
travel coordinator,
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
got
yeah.
all the information.
yes, and when it comes to selecting a hotel or selecting activities or anything, so that is what I simultaneously work out on, like have to handle my business of clothing as well, and then kind of have to make sure that whatever hotel we're choosing is like really nice, because when it comes to women, you want to give out a five-star experience regarding everything. So that's what me and the travel agency, we kind of coordinate hand in hand, and it's like really equal, and that's how things go further.
How much time do you invest in your business and for the holiday preparation?
Well, whatever trips we've had, I've always kept up a time of 2 months. Like I announce my trips 2 months before, and I take all of this time to, kind of invite people to join up to this initiative. And, it takes a long while because it's difficult to convince people as well, and, kind of let them, I mean, assure them that, it's going to be a great experience.
But I'm sure it takes a lot of time from your core business.
It takes a lot of time, and sometimes my other business, which is clothing and everything, it gets a little overshadowed and stuff. So I try to balance it out, but then let's see.
But then you should get compensated for this, right? For the time you spend to curate this kind of package.
I actually
Or do you get kickbacks from the
see,
travel agency?
to be very honest, no, I don't. But apart from that, it was my own interest. I mean, I was never a travel person, to be very honest. But then one fine day, I always had my business ideas, just one fine day. It was meant to be, I can say. Like one fine day, I came across having my own small business, and then one fine day, I thought of doing a women's solo trip. Though I never had an idea that if I would be able to handle all of these things in UAE, because the laws and everything over here are really strict. But I love the fact about UAE that it's so much easier. Like I cannot do the same thing in India. To be very honest, I'm from India, but doing the same women's solo trip in India is going to be a little more challenging when it comes to safety and properly planning. But when you're from UAE and when you're in this country, we have a lot of benefits, to be very honest. So I'm really grateful, really, really grateful that I got to start everything from this country, and I am in this country and doing so much better in my career. So one of the biggest supports is this country itself. So yeah.
But I think you should make holidays as your business model. Like if you're spending so much time and doing it, open your own travel agency and do that.
Hopefully, yes. I think I would, plan to do that, because as soon as we're traveling to different destinations, I have that little spark coming up, to kind of do something, other than my business. And it's always good to have a side hustle as well. So,
You're definitely more excited talking about the holidays
yeah.
than your business.
Well, yeah,
Because every time I'm
because
trying to bring up the fashion, you
I go
somehow
up to
it
the travel
deviates to the
thing. Yeah.
holidays.
See, that's because I've made so many memories in such a short time. And, the business that I have it's my own baby, so it's something that will be with me, and it will be related to me whenever my name comes up. Everybody knows me as, the person who's into clothing and all of those. So that's something that I always am really assured about. But yeah, the travel thing is something that has just started in 2024. And it's been so exciting. The experiences have been so, so, so amazing. And everybody's been so, so welcoming and really loving. So I keep talking about the travel. And that's what ladies are interested in, to be very honest. Everybody wants to have an escape to travel, and then, just break free from the responsibilities, the daily routines and everything, and have a good time. And I think the one that we have in the next month, Maldives, I think it's going to be a really nice.
Which resort is it?
We've not decided that yet, because we are yet to disclose the package details and everything. So probably before this weekend, we'll be coming up with the proper details about the resort and whatever activities we're going to be having.
And with such a low price point, do you fly direct or do you have to go via?
We fly direct. So it's going to be like 5.5 hour flight
I'm
from
assuming
Abu
a budget
Dhabi.
airline.
Yeah, we might travel by Etihad, and we might come back by Wizz Air. We always make sure that we have a budget friendly, but not like we don't want to compromise. But then we've had an experience to Kyrgyzstan with Wizz Air, which has been great. It's not been like, usually when you talk about Wizz Air, it's like, it's a cost effective airline, and you have to be on the go and stuff like that. But then we're just traveling for like 4 or 5 days, so it's not something that you need to fill up. But then it's ladies, so we're always overpacking and stuff. But they've been really kind and
Yeah,
cooperative.
luggage could be an issue.
So yeah, they've been great with everything. They've been really nice to understand the terms and conditions, and we've always been telling them that you have to be under a certain criteria to make sure that you don't face any issues. So we've had a great experience with Wizz Air. It's not complicated, as what I've heard from everyone. Their flight gets cancelled and all of those. But yeah, it's not been in our case, so we're really grateful.
I'm sure you also account for travel insurance, just in case.
Absolutely.
Back to fashion. Yeah. Besides sourcing, do you also create your own collection, or do you ever plan to design that?
Yes. I actually do create my own collection, like not really frequently, but like I mean, 3 or 4 times a year, when around the Eid holidays, when I mean during Ramadan, basically, I could say, I come up with my Eid collection. So that is when I kind of put in my hard work and kind of design things out there. But mainly it's like having different brands, and then sometimes it's my own collection as well. I have not like full-fledgedly started my own thing, but because it requires a huge team and everything, I cannot handle that all on my own. So that would be really challenging. So probably when I grow my team as well, it could be one of the things that I would want to do. I would want to, put my vision, into reality, and, kind of have people wear my collection, or, my style, basically.
Yeah, because that was my follow-up, that how would you scale up? Because right now you said you're a one-woman army. You're handling everything, including your finance, your payments. You're the point of contact. So you're doing the client servicing as well.
Yes, absolutely.
The Pakistani designers that you source from, these are famous designers?
Well, some of them are. We don't work on to a very high end level of designers, but we do have like budget friendly designers, and then all sorts of range, to be very honest, but not specifically targeting to like expensive designers only. Because usually when you go to any random online shop, they all have like designer wear collections, and one of the top designers and all of those. I know that people want that, but then a lot of people also want the normal budget friendly wear. And my business has always been a one stop shop for women, which is absolutely under budget. So, I mean,
What is the budget they need to have?
most of my collection is literally under 200. Like, most of it, 150 to 200, like it's under that. And people really enjoy buying because, they get this really affordable prices, and the quality is good because everything that I order, whatever brands that I associate with, I make sure that their quality is top notch. We don't want to compromise on the quality. If the prices are low, you sometimes, this thing happens that the quality is a little lower and stuff like that. But the brands that we work with, they're all brands that work with maintaining their quality and, as well as giving us a good price.
So like, are they exclusive to you? Because there's so many pop-ups and exhibitions that happen over here. Would they display there?
No, actually, they're not exclusive to me. You can find whatever I have. It's actually very different in terms of, because I have a different choice. Okay. Now, when you go to a random shop in Meena Bazaar or anywhere, like you'll find a similar collection at every different shop.
What about these festive exhibitions that happen in Diwali? Those wedding exhibitions. So do they not display their collection or somebody else sources?
No, they do not do that. I mean, the kind of brands that I work with, I mean, they don't have any kind of displays on exhibitions or anything. But then, a lot of other high-end brands do have that thing as well. But it doesn't affect me in any way, for sure, because they have it like, probably once or twice in a year or whatever. And the collection that I have and the collection that they kind of want to promote is really different as well. I mean, everybody does this, a clothing business, like people in UAE, especially because the online market is growing so much. I think every single person is really familiar with the brands that I have. But the only different thing is that the choice of collection that I get, I mean, the designs that I would pick for my followers and everything, I kind of have this within me that I know what my people would like. So whatever I see, I, kind of, differentiate between what to take and all of that. And then, yeah, like that's how I pick up my collection. People like the choice. So that is something that that's where I differentiate from the local markets. So when you go to a bazaar, you will find, the same product at 3-4 different shops. So, only the price would be a different thing out there. Someone would give it to you at an expensive price, or someone would give you a discount. But with us, it's like you get a really different, type of design, and, the choices that I pick up are really great and trendy as well.
Do you tie up with any influencers for pushing your products or a certain line?
We've been really organic. Since I've started my journey. I actually took a suggestion from my audience as well, like, which influencer would you like me to collaborate with? But everybody's been, I'm really grateful. They've been really kind to tell me that, we'd want you to wear whatever you have and showcase it to us. Because as I told you, we do this live videos wherein I come live and I wear my product.
You're wearing it?
Yes, I'm wearing it. Apart from that, whatever other collections I have, I'm showing it to them with, every single detail. Like I tell them about the fabric, to what the work is all about.
Literally a one woman army. You do everything. You're a brand ambassador. You're modeling for it.
Yeah. So I'm really grateful that they've been really kind to always keep me at the front. And we do have a lot of influencers collaborating with us in the upcoming months for sure. Because definitely, business is all about growth as well. So, everybody has a different audience. So we want to keep doing that as well. We want to be in the trend too. So I personally feel that, collaborating with influencers would be, an add-on as well.
What is trending nowadays?
So when it comes to clothing, like, are you asking for clothing? Yeah. It's, I think it's the wedding season right now. So everybody's looking for some different concepts. And we've got, I'll tell you a little thing about one of the collections that we've had. It's literally a 3-piece set, which comes up with a handbag, with a matching jewelry. So people get so excited seeing all of those, because you're getting the whole outfit with the bag, with the jewelry, with the, sandals along with it. Yeah. So they don't have to go anywhere and, shop. It's like one of the best things ever. And people from all across the world are like so interested, Because whenever you see any business selling dresses or anything, they're like, you buy this dress separately. Then if you want to match out, you match it out on your own, or you just get it from the bazaars and stuff. But we have it all together. So the dresses, the footwear, the accessories, the handbag, everything is like
For that event, you can give them everything.
yes.
Yeah.
So that's like a whole combo set, and people really like them for gifting or for themselves as well, because it's the wedding season. So everything
What would be the
classy.
price range for everything?
Well, we've had one of this collection which was priced at 280. And that was like people ordered, like, I think I've got more than 500 orders for that. And that was really amazing because that was a new concept, having a matching bag and everything. I've got a lot of cord sets, and, cord sets are something that people love wearing, the pants and the, shirt like that, coordinating with, the colors and everything. So we've launched a different thing with having a cord set with a free handbag. So that was something people loved a lot as well. And we do some different things as well to make,
Though you don't wear your collection, only for the Facebook.
No, I do wear my own collection because if I don't wear it, how would I be confident enough to promote it as well? So when it comes to me, I need to understand the whole, brand, the whole idea. Even if it comes to traveling, again, I've come to the same thing. I need to really clear up my mind. I need to know every single thing, clear all my doubts regarding the travel and everything. Only then my 100% would come out. So if I'm like, clueless about certain places, certain, topics, I wouldn't be able to, kind of promote it that well. So whatever dresses I sell, whatever products I sell, I am using them myself.
So are you wearing your outfit?
No, I'm not wearing that right now, to be honest, because obviously, as I told you, that we're going to start our modest wear range. We've started some of it, but yeah, like, with time, I think we'll be having more designs for sure.
What kind of margins do you have on your outfits? I mean, 200 is really low price point for all inclusive that you had mentioned.
So since the beginning, when I started as I was 16 years old, every single person out there was like really, they used to feel like really happy seeing me as a young girl, trying to, sell up some amazing stuff and everything. And sometimes the people didn't really want to buy the products. But, just for the sake of me, they wanted to try it out. And what is this girl selling? And, we want to see. There are people who've seen my journey from when I was 16 to now that I'm 26. So it's been, 10 years, and they've been seeing me completely with, being really excited. The best part is about me showing the products with, utmost excitement. Like, this is what you can get. And, the conversation that I have with each person and everything. So they kind of really relate to it, and they feel really happy because someone's at work. I mean, I have ladies watching my live videos even while they're cooking, even while they're at work on like mute, because they don't want to miss out the collection. And the prices, I mean, when it comes to margin, I always have been, selling in bulk. So what I do is I keep up a low margin, not like really high, and I sell the products in a bulk, quantity. So that is when it benefits me. So like, unlike other brands, what they do is like, they get less quantity and then one particular product has like a good margin. What we do is we get products in bulk because we know that this is something everybody would want. And we keep a minimal margin and we pass it on. And then that's how we keep getting new collection. That is why it's not like really stagnant. We have new collections coming up like literally every alternate days and stuff.
So do you follow like a fast fashion model? Like a quick turnaround?
Not
pick
really.
up the things?
Not really. I think when it comes to ethnic wear, we've got a lot of varieties, and I mean, it all depends on the choices that I've had, and people have been liking that. So I think definitely I have to keep up with the trends. I have to, get to know what's going on right now. Like, as I told you, it's the wedding season. So something creative with everything like all in one would be really nice for people to buy and, even for gifting. So I think, keeping up with the trends myself is one of the things that I do. And then, that's how I kind of get my products and then, kind of promote it to my audience.
What is your take on fast fashion in general?
Well, I just feel that when it comes to ethnic wear, I mean, ethnic wear is in trend and it's always been in trend. There are certain styles that have been in trend since a very long time. So it's not really moving fast, to be very
No,
honest.
in general, like, what do you think of like H&M, Zara, that kind of outfits? Like, do you shop at these places?
No, I don't. I used to shop before 2023, but then after whatever's happening in the world, I've boycotted a couple of brands. So
Which
I
brands have you boycotted?
Zara and H&M for sure, like all of these brands, Forever 21. I mean, these were the brands that we really, used to look up to and, kind of shop
But
and
why?
stuff.
Because of their political.
Yes, the ongoing issues and everything. I strongly believe in that. So it's my personal choice, I would say.
Tell
And
us about your
yeah,
beliefs. What do you believe in?
what I believe in as in,
As in, like, why did you boycott these?
well, it's a very controversial topic, to be very honest. And I mean, there are things that have been going on. And due to the political issues that have been going on, there are certain brands that we've been boycotting because, there's a different funding going on and stuff like that. So I personally feel that I wouldn't want to put up my money somewhere where, it's used for a different cause. It's just my belief. Like a lot of people don't agree to it. And a lot of people are, kind of doing it as well. Like me and my family and my friends, whoever I know, I kind of, make sure that we don't put up our money in something which is not right. I mean, it's very important, and people don't usually pay attention that where is your money going? You need to make sure that you also pay attention to that.
So you're implying these brands fund wars.
Kind of. I just don't want to be really controversial, but then again, I've been hearing a lot of these things about it, and then it's all over the internet as well. And that's how it's been. So I personally don't believe in, investing my time and money again, like after all of these issues. So yeah.
What about body positivity? What kind of role do you play in that?
Well, I feel that I am a person that should be, from my point of view and for the people who I associate with, I want to be a person full of positivity when it comes to any certain topic or any certain thing. And when it comes to body positivity, if you're talking about different sizes and everything that we have, so we have dresses and everything that we sell in all the sizes. Though sometimes what happens is the brands, they make a certain size chart only, like they make small to large only. They won't make XL and double XLs and all of those. So when we make our own collection, we ensure that we make these sizes, and we make everybody comfortable. Like a lot of ladies who are like big sizes and stuff, they feel a little hesitant to kind of speak and kind of understand if you have this in my size and stuff like that. So we always kind of make them comfortable, and it's absolutely fine. Like you should embrace yourself the way you are. I think confidence and positivity is something that you should completely adapt, and it reflects into your personality. And I think that's really important. So I think it's great.
And your take on women empowerment?
Women empowerment, again, it's like I would say that I just feel that every woman should be able to stand for themselves, and also take a step for themselves. The initiative that we have for women, it's basically only because we want to have women take their time offs from their regular lives, and be able to enjoy themselves and break free from the daily responsibilities, and also to kind of understand yourself better. Because when we travel, we're not only just exploring a new country, but we're also going to be back as a different version of ourselves. So it changes you as a person as well. I mean, they say that if you want to gain knowledge, you need to travel. So that is one of the most important things, and I've witnessed that myself as well. But when you come back from a trip, you're just like a different person. Your complete self is like you're so positive, and your take on things that used to be really annoying and everything are like a little calmer and patient. Like you're a better person. So that is what I personally feel. So yeah.
And so, talking about change, if you could go 10 years back when you were 16, is there something you would do differently
No,
back then?
I think no, because whatever I've done a lot of things, like I've made a lot of mistakes as well. And all of those mistakes or whatever I've done has got me here. And I'm really grateful. Like, I'm really, really grateful. A lot of people, get that growth within a couple of years. I mean, it nowadays, it's not a very big challenge to get viral and everything, because the internet and everything out there on social media is like so catchy. Everybody's on social media, so it does not take a long while
Are
to
you
get
active
viral.
on different
I am
platforms?
definitely, yes, I'm active on all the social media platforms. And yeah, like I have been really grateful to everyone around me as well, that I don't want to change anything, and I want to be as it is, because whatever I've learned throughout these years, is the complete thing that's made me who I am. And yeah, that's all.
So, there, does the content for you work differently on TikTok and Instagram?
Yeah, because obviously the audience at every other platform is different. So when I post on Instagram, there has to be a different way of posting and attracting the people and stuff. And when it comes to TikTok, it has to be different. So every platform has its own
Yeah. So,
thing.
what do you do different? What do you do for TikTok? What
Well,
do you do for Insta?
See,
I know
when
what you
it
do on Facebook. You
yeah.
do the live.
Yeah, Facebook is basically for live. Instagram, I do a lot of stories. So people love watching stories. And TikTok is for the videos, because people keep scrolling up. You see, TikTok is like they keep scrolling, and there's so many views on TikTok. Like if you compare all the platforms, TikTok is one of the most used app as well, just like Instagram.
Even the audience would be different, right, in terms of the age group?
Definitely, the audience is completely different. And like when it's Instagram, where people are mainly interested in looking at stories, and whatever I have, I make up these Instagram stories and I post more often. And when it comes to TikTok, we have these videos posted and everything. So when you come to TikTok, people are not much into stories, they're much more into like videos,
Yeah.
like just scrolling the videos.
But where are the serious shoppers for you?
Serious shoppers would be, when it comes to my business, it's Facebook definitely, and Instagram both. But I could say TikTok as well. I'm really sorry, because all
For
of
the
these
holidays?
three, yeah, like I mean, all of these three get me business whether it comes to my business or travel. Because when you have the reach, when the video gets viral, or even if like you have a certain reach, people from different communities, or different likes and dislikes, they come across, and then they get in touch on WhatsApp. So after I have all these videos and everything posted, that's when I receive inquiries. A lot of times I've posted my products on TikTok, and it's gone like viral, like 200,000 views and everything. I'm getting orders like crazy. So I cannot like name one single platform. It's all been really amazing, and I love this thing about social media, that I mean, I've been putting up a lot of hard work in my business and the solo trip thing. And yeah, like, by being a little creative and putting up some hard work and posting content, it really gives you back the results. Just need to have a little patience. And I think everything works out in your favor eventually.
Great. We're going to wrap this up with you telling a young entrepreneur who's going to start up, a fashion line. What kind of advice would you give them?
Well, I would just like to advise on believing yourself. If you have, whatever thoughts you have, whatever, dreams you have, I think it's always good to chase them, rather than having any kind of regret, not doing them, not chasing them actually. And I think it starts one by one. It'll take time, but it'll eventually happen. I never thought I would be verified on Instagram, having so many followers, my reels going viral. Like,
You didn't pay for the verification?
no. And I've been really grateful that all of this is happening right now, and it's just overwhelming, and I'm really grateful. So that is what I would like to say. It took me 10 years to come where I am right now. And sitting on this chair with you, it's another big achievement for me. I would be saying that as well.
No, it's our honor.
So that is one of the most important things. And I just want to make sure that if you're starting something, just stay grounded, stay positive, and just believe in yourself. That is it.
Okay, fantastic. And that's a wrap. You were amazing.
Thank you so much.